Well, hello. I'm Alex. This is Josh. We are the target audience. Content's made for absolutely everybody, but we think it's specifically made for us and hopefully for you as well. Today, I'm sporting my Star Trek t-shirt from an episode I didn't care about. And today, we're watching Season 2, Episode 19, A Private Little War. Now, coming off Episode 18, jog my memory for a bit, Josh. I'm a little fuzzy.
It was Immunity Syndrome. It was the big amoeba monster that they came across.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously really excited to jump into it as always, but I do want to say this week's a little bit different. We just posted our Halloween special episode of whatever this is, so we know you're here to watch Star Trek. We appreciate that. After you watch this episode with us, if you haven't already, make sure to check that out. Something we worked really hard on, both recording and editing, so a lot of work went into it. Appreciate your feedback on those videos as well. But we only have, I think, 7 or 8 episodes left of Star Trek Season 2, and it's a lot of people's favorite season of the show, so I'm really excited to see how these last few episodes kind of round out the end of the season here, because it's been, quite the roller coaster. I think my favorite and least favorite episode might be in this season of the whole show so far, so we'll get that obviously once we finish up the season, but we're just going to jump in here to A Private Little War. War is in the title. That always is scary to me, because I don't like war episodes.
Earth, maybe?
How much longer, McCoy?
Oh, about another 30 minutes. I've come across some most interesting organic compounds. These roots and soil cultures can be a medical treasure house. Any problems there?
No sign of the inhabitants so far. Kirk out.
You say it's the Garden of Eden?
Or so it seems to the brash young Lieutenant Kirk in command of his first planet survey. Except these people stayed in their Garden of Eden. Bows and arrows for hunting, but absolutely no fighting among themselves.
I feel like we've been here before, like every time we film outside.
Oh, take cover here!
Oh, I like the score already.
Yeah, same.
Villagers with flintlocks. That's impossible.
Ooh, I wonder if Kirk left something behind that caused him to, rapidly grow.
One of those men walking into ambush. Tyree, the friend I lived with here.
Captain, use of our phasers is expressly forbidden.
I was going to say they're not going to be able to interfere.
Villagers!
Is it the brown wigs versus the white wigs?
Yeah.
No! Oh, the green blood. Oh my god.
Spock.
Seems okay, though.
I'd forgotten about the green blood.
Now, Scotty, have medics stand by.
But you are the medic!
Well, the score definitely carried that cold open.
They solved the issue. They beamed away.
I'm sure they're going to have to go back just because they're going to have to figure out what's going on, because this was apparently a really peaceful planet.
What happened, Captain?
That projector.
Directed by Mark Daniels. That reminds me, someone commented on the last episode that the last episode was the last one directed by Joseph Pevney.
I was going to bring it up, too. Oh, no. What do you mean he's done?
All things, red alert. Battle stations, go to red alert. We have a Klingon vessel on our screen.
On my way.
Oh, my God. What a recurring enemy.
Captain, we're holding the planet between us and the Klingons. I don't think they've spotted us.
Do you think you can keep us out of their sight,
Battle
Chekhov?
stations, go to
I can
yellow
try,
alert.
Captain.
Damn, they went to red alert just by seeing him.
They've broken the treaty.
Not necessarily, Captain. They have as much right to scientific missions here as we have.
Research is not the Klingon way.
Are they saying the Klingons caused them to grow that way?
Flintlock. How many centuries between those two developments?
On Earth, about 12, sir.
A flintlock would be the first firearm the inhabitants would normally develop.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
The fact Earth took 12 centuries doesn't mean they had to.
We've seen development at different rates on different planets.
Why didn't they give them breech loaders?
Or machine guns.
Or old-style
I
hand
did not
lasers.
invite a debate. I'm sorry. I'm worried about Spark.
Well, I'm glad he apologized.
They were kind of ganging up on him, though.
I'd probably tell him to shut up, too. Shut up!
If the Klingons are breaking the treaty, it could be interstellar war.
I feel like there's been at least 2 episodes where they broke the neutral zone.
Doesn't seem like either side really cares that much.
They figure it out in the end.
Action on my own judgment. I have elected to violate orders.
Nice fit.
You coming with me?
Do I have a choice?
It's a Bones and Kirk episode. Yay!
What the hell is that? What a terrible noise, too.
It's the white gorilla from Rampage. Where's Dwayne Johnson?
There you go, Bones. Oh my gosh, he's like shivering in shock.
Full poison.
Poison?
Fangs.
I still haven't processed what we just saw.
Damn, he said he was poisoned? He was like venomous? What a creature.
There is no antitoxin for this poison. I can only keep you alive a few hours with this.
Tyree. Some of his men. Cure.
Do you know a hunter named Tyree? Emogatu attacked him. He's James Kirk. He's a friend of Tyree's. Blasted, do something. He's dying.
Wow.
What a twist.
Yeah, way to kick up the episode like 5 notches out of, instantly.
He is expected to return shortly with his
Rare Bones log here.
cure of this poison.
Nice.
My problem, the captain is in deep shock.
We must obtain the same fire sticks, husband. We could take their houses, their goods.
No, enough.
Okay, so they do speak English.
I am a Kanutu woman. Men seek us because through us they become great leaders.
I took you because you cast a spell upon me.
And I have spells that help me keep you. The night we camped by the water.
No.
Oh, he was being serious about putting a spell on him. I thought he was just trying to say, like, oh, I fell in love with you. But no, she really is.
Forgive me.
What is it?
There are strangers in our camp.
Oh, it's like an innovative way to keep him warm. But she's going to be like, what the hell?
Yeah, what are you doing? Kirk, there's an attractive woman. Wake up.
Yeah, meanwhile, what's going on with Spock? There's Chapel taking care of him because she's in love with him.
What is going on with Spock?
I've seen this before in Vulcans. A form of self-induced hypnosis.
You mean he's conscious?
Well, in a sense. I suppose he even knows you were holding his hand.
The good nurse always treats her patients that way. It proves she's interested.
I like the introduction of that new doctor.
She will cure him.
What's that?
A mako root.
Oh, wow, they showed that.
Yeah, this episode's been pretty graphic with the violence, and then when they were hardcore going at it with each other.
Stretching those those TV limits.
Yeah.
This of my soul. And die.
Was Shatner married at this time? Like one of his wife was like, "What the hell was that?" He's like, "I don't know. They wrote it." Oh, please say there was a climax.
How do you feel, John?
Tired.
Oh, nice.
Our souls have been together. He is mine now.
How many twists and turns can there be?
He can refuse her no wish. but it is only legend.
Wait, why throw that part in? Like, it's only legend. Like, what are you trying to say? That it's not real?
It seems real to her.
Yeah. So many stories
we had,
going on.
Yeah, it's like, planetary conflict, giant gorilla, Spock getting shot, discovering these people. Kirk is now owned by this woman.
Yeah, he's like a love slave.
What's next?
Tyree. My old friend.
James.
Oh yeah, these two didn't even like reconnect yet.
He makes Shatner look kind of small. I'm surprised he was okay with being on screen with him like that.
I cured you.
I appreciate this cave set as well. It's really good.
There's an old custom among my people. When a woman saves a man's life, he is grateful.
Seems like a fair custom.
You will not help your friend and brother kill them instead?
No! I said I will not kill!
We must fight or die. Would let him die when you have weapons to make him powerful and safe.
Kirk avoiding all eye contact.
Come before we lose the darkness.
I hope they do this more when they go to a civilization, like actually dress like them and get more like assimilated instead of, usually they just wear their uniforms.
I appreciate it, yeah.
You are late, my friend Apella.
A quarrel by my people.
I'll make a Klingon of you yet.
Interesting how every time they show a Klingon, it's like their look is just a little bit different.
It's like they're slowly building to how they look in the next generation.
A way to shoot further and straighter.
Just cuts him off mid-sentence.
You will be rich one day, Apella. Beyond your dreams. The leader of a whole world.
Damn it. Ooh. Camera a little out of focus.
I didn't even see. Were those more Klingons, or where were they? All I saw was still.
It was hard to say.
Oh.
Oh, more brown wigs.
The brunettes.
Just hit him and run.
Nurse. Hit me. The pain will help me to consciousness. Hit me.
Hit you.
Hit me.
Again.
What are you doing, woman?
Of course.
That will be quite enough.
A hammer striking the pan causes a spark, ignites the powder, and fires the flintlock.
Is there anything wrong with evening the playing field?
They've already interfered plenty at this point, so.
It's not bad enough there's already one serpent in Eden teaching one side about gunpowder. You're gonna make sure they all know about it.
To use the same knowledge and the same type of firearm.
Have you gone out of your mind?
If this planet is to develop in the way it should, we must equalize both sides again.
Jim, that means you're condemning this whole planet to a war that may never end. Massacre after massacre.
All right, Doctor!
I'm definitely with Bones on this one.
What is your sober, sensible solution to all this?
I don't have a solution.
The only solution, balance of power.
And if the Klingons give their side even more?
And we arm our side with exactly that much more. Most difficult, dirtiest game of them all, but the only one that preserves both sides.
Isn't that the state of the world today with the nuclear bombs?
Yeah, exactly. Good stuff. Oh my goodness.
So we go to that super deep debate about, weapons and balance. We go to this.
Smell this fragrance? Some find it pleasing.
I would like to talk to you.
Again.
My brethren in Christ, we must stay strong. Sigma.
Happy.
Sigma. No.
Uh-oh.
No.
Yes, you are lovely.
It's the hardest fight Kirk ever had. Damn it!
These things are a real problem here.
Poor guy in the suit was like, I'm not supposed to get you yet. Move.
You're messing up the spot.
Yeah, like...
Oh, great. So now she knows about the technology.
Give me that.
Where's Captain Kirk?
Did they just cut that?
Man, Kirk has been through the ringer in this episode.
Jim. Who hit you?
I bring you victory for Apella.
Tyrese woman.
She's a Canute, too.
His grin.
Oh no.
You gonna use it? You gonna use the phaser?
It's like, you think it would have just ran at that point.
The woman's tricked us.
Was Bone shot?
She's dead.
He did get shot. Grazed, at least.
This episode's going to end with a cut to black. What is the resolution?
I want more of these, Kirk. Many more. I will kill them.
Well, you got what you wanted.
Not what I wanted, Bones. What had to be. Kirk here.
Spock, Captain.
Spock, are you alive?
An illogical question, Doctor, since obviously you are hearing my voice.
We're very tired, Mr. Spock. Beam us up home.
Oh my god.
Bro, what the fuck? Well, I'll start with the gorilla. Those two parts were fun. Talk about an episode with so many asides where it just ends up where it ends up, and they're like, well, we gotta go home. Is the Klingon still there with the brown-haired people? Is that still a problem? Is he still able to advance them?
They get to a point where it's so messed up. They're just like, all right, well. Okay.
Time to go.
At least for myself, Braylon watching it, I actually genuinely, really enjoyed that episode. I just can't help but laugh. I'm sorry, but ever since the first that first attack from the gorilla creature, I couldn't compose myself the rest of the episode. But I'm being genuine when I say I loved it. I loved the episode. It was so great. Oh, and then that whole ending scene in the fight, I know they were trying to go for something dramatic there, and the themes they're dealing with, are serious and could really be broken down and analyzed. But I'm sorry, I can't. At least after a first watch, I can't, analyze this as some Cold War allegory. I just can't do it. It was just too ridiculous.
Talk about an episode that literally had everything. Literally everything. All the cheesy aspects, all those deep conversations about life and war and politics and right and wrong and interference. And then you have this gorilla suit and this weird sexual overtones of this healer.
I think it said Gene at least wrote the teleplay. I don't know if he wrote the story. I'll have to look back at that. But, it was just like you said, sexual overtones everywhere, which isn't a bad thing or anything. It's just there was so much going on. I feel like there was 3 different episodes in here, and there was one really serious war episode, which I am actually glad that wasn't the whole thing, because that's kind of what I was dreading. But there was that thrown in there. Then there was all the love stuff and the charm, the curse, or not curse, but charm, or whatever you want to say, with this woman. And then there's the Spock B story, which just resolves itself with them having to smack the shit out of him.
The best conversation, this was also one of the most deepest between Bones and Kirk, where they're talking about the interference, and it's we got to even the playing field. It's no, it's they're just going to wipe each other out. It's no, that's the way, it felt like there was no good resolution here. It's it was almost they forget that this is Star Trek and everything's good in the future for the most part, but it's they were writing as if they're still in this mindset of that time, where it's well, this is the way we've solved it.
Like I said, I mean, I get what they're going for, especially at the time this episode was made, the story they were trying to tell there. But it's just maybe because it was based on real life at the time, but the story's just not really complete. I mean, the episode, you could look at it as this is maybe even the first time or one of the only times that they just kind of fail. Even though Kirk says at the end, it's what had to be done. I mean, I really consider it a failure. It's they didn't solve anything. They didn't help anybody. I mean, by the end of it, they gave these people that they were trying to help the weapons to match with the other side, but at the end of the day, it's just going to become an arms race, like they said in the episode. I kept waiting for Bones or Spock to come back to life and somebody to propose another solution, but I guess just like real life, there was no other solution, and I do get that side of it, but that's such a dark, downer kind of end of the episode that you just don't expect from Star Trek, at least what we've seen so far. And then you throw into it some of the most ridiculous things we've seen in this show. I mean, it might be the most unique episode we have seen thus far, and I think I love it.
Yeah, I think that's why we broke down at the end. We didn't know what to say because we were so bamboozled by what we saw. It's everything. As much as I love them, busting each other's balls on the bridge, after a nice successful win, something like that, it's almost like an Infinity War, a refreshing, oh, shit, this doesn't always, go the way we want.
Yeah, I mean, the acknowledgement of that, right? Star Trek so far, from what we've seen, has been mostly this, optimistic, look into the future, but then episodes like this, it's some situations you just can't solve, at least in one episode, but it's just so weird because it's because of the story and the way it was told. Wow. I mean, the score was great. That's another thing. The score was really good. And I'm not even trying to when I bring up the gorilla monster and these things, it's not like I'm making fun of it or anything like that. Yeah, of course it was goofy looking, but it's not even like I'm, the fight with the Gorn, I appreciate the practicality of it, especially for its time. And I feel the same way about this creature that they invented for this one scenario. It just doesn't, it's it all comes together and does not fit at all. It's like trying to put together a puzzle. If you took 3 puzzles and took 1/3 of all of them and tried to make that into its own puzzle, it just doesn't work. But in some really weird way, it made it amazing. And I don't know if we'll have an experience like this, at least with this series again. If we do, I'm looking forward to it, because that was, like you said at the end, we didn't know how to react. It was almost like a sensory overload. I didn't know what to do, but that was great. I don't know what people are going to think about this episode, or if what they're going to think of our reaction. I mean, it's going to be interesting. I don't think people are going to expect what we did, but it's genuine. That's how we felt.
Yeah, I was expecting a boring little war episode, and it ended up being one of my favorites.
All right. Well, that's going to be our thoughts on A Private Little War. Please, on this one, let us know what you guys think. Agree, disagree with anything we said, or if there's anything we didn't bring up about the episode. If you ever want to check out our full, uncut reactions to discussions, I'm sure this is one you'll want to see. You can check that out on our Patreon. The link is in our description. And if it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe, become part of the target audience.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for watching along with us. I'm Alex. This is Josh. We are the target audience. Content's made for absolutely everybody, but we think it's specifically made for us and hopefully for you as well. Thanks. See you next time.